Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today we have the Marvel Future Fight Mobirum AMA, Ask Me Anything, and we have the answers just over 2 weeks after the original AMA was announced at the end of October. So I wanted to have a little fun, poke some fun, make some jokes at Netmarble's expense. Poor CM Fragment and CM Debris, and I wanted to reinterpret and kind of give you guys the insider scoop as a Netmarble employee onto what the devs were really trying to say with their answers. Because, be honest, you read the answers and you thought, well, this isn't really giving me a lot of information. So I, being, an omnipotent, omni-intelligent force, I wanted to shed some light and really dig deep onto what these questions and answers were really all about. Now, before we get started, I want to make a couple things clear. First, thank all of you for all of your questions, for participating in it. I mean, if people didn't ask questions, this wouldn't happen. So it's great to see that although the community's reaction might not be excellent to these things, the engagement with the community is important, and it's important that you guys engage with them. So, we got almost 600 comments, which is, really impressive, and almost 20,000 views, which again is also pretty impressive. Secondly, I want you guys to, take this as more of a fun thing, a humorous thing to do. I know that I get on the devs a lot and I do roast them a lot, but I also do support them a lot, and it's important to realize that you can be both of those things and still have a voice as long as you remain critical when it needs to be critical. And of course, this is not one of those times, but let's get into it. So CM Debris handled the actual answering of the questions, presumably, unless he was kind of watched behind him as he was typing on the computer by the other devs and kind of CEO types from Netmarble. They apologized for the delay in the response, so that's good. They recognize that 2 weeks is way too long to wait for an AMA, and then they carefully chose 8 questions out of, probably 500 to answer. So that's a pretty small amount. 8 is a pretty weird number to choose, but without further ado, here we go. Question number 1. What's the status of the Hyperion update on everyone's minds? And their official answer is, we are definitely improving Hyperion in several ways. Regarding the status of his rework, we don't have an exact period regarding his announcement, since we've yet to decide on how to present the Hyperion update, but we'll update you guys when he's ready. What they really wanted to say was Hyperion. Hyperion. When are they going to shut up about Hyperion? Okay, the vote was a farce. Farce is code for a lie, and obviously we're just stalling until you just completely forget that Hyperion is even in the game. You want to play Hyperion? Go play DC Unchained. Okay? Superman's in that game. Get out of here. Garbage. Next question. Secondly, they answered, will you guys rework old characters? Their answer was, we would like to see older characters reworked as much as you do. Marvel Future Fight is considered not only for new characters, but also existing characters. We want to improve existing characters while at the same time keep what makes them unique intact. Therefore, we cannot give any specific details regarding any reworks yet. What they really meant was old characters. Are you out of your mind? Old? Do you know what makes money? Old things or new things? Duh! Wake up, buddy. We're not gonna rework old characters. The only rework your old characters are gonna get are uniforms that are gonna cost money. We're just trying to figure out if we should charge $4.99 or $9.99. The third question's pretty interesting. Who's your personal favorite character? Were they your favorite character in the comics, cartoons, and movies? And do you enjoy playing as them? And their answer is actually apparently honest. I like the Punisher, they say. CM Debris. Although sometimes I don't agree with his approach to justice, he's great in his own way. He has a lot of catching up to do with the newer characters, i.e. he kinda sucks. But they've noticed that since they started playing him. So it's nice to know at least one person at Netmarble, at Marvel Future Fight game development, actually plays their game. Hopefully they can convince the other players or the other coworkers to actually start playing their game. Maybe we can finally get some changes to existing game modes, which is basically the rest of the questions. I'm not going to roast this one because, it's the guy's opinion, whatever. But yeah, I like that they actually try to inject some sort of personality into this AMA, because there should be personality in these things. Number 4, any plans on reworking old game modes, Villain Siege, Battle World, Timeline Battle, Shadowland? And they said, definitely. We strive to make each game mode robust in Marvel Future Fight. However, this is still in our planning phase. We are aiming to improve older content by making it more challenging and fun to play. What they really meant was...
What? Battle World? That's in the game? I thought we deleted that. Huh? What? I'm confused. Next question.
Question 5 is, will you be adding more stages in Shadowland? And their answer is, since we are planning to improve not only Shadowland, but also other content, this might be considered in our future updates. For the meantime, you can check out our giant boss raid, which is recently added last patch. They really meant to say...
Oh, okay, Shadowland, I got this one. Okay, we got 25 stages, now we have 30. If you want more stages... give me your money. It's that simple, okay? Again, we're just trying to figure out at this point, there's a very simple equation. How much money will you give us for more content? Because we're not going to give it for free. We're not idiots, okay?
The 6th question, again, will you be adding even more content in the future? A lot of repetition here about content. Of course, they said. Like with Giant Boss Raid, we always give our best shot when it comes to adding new content in-game. We also continue to work with Marvel to provide the best possible content to our players. What they wanted to say was...
Kid, look at me. You want more content? Go play Giant Boss Raid, okay? Download and install Marvel Future Fight on your phone, your mom's phone, your brother's phone, your ex-girlfriend's phone, your boyfriend's phone, okay? Marvel Future Fight. Android, iOS, download 5 stars on the App Store. Shut up about content.
The second last question is, will we get more epic quests in the near future? And their answer is... like our recently added Deadpool and the X-Force Epic Quest, we are working on a lot of ideas regarding epic quests. Unfortunately, we can't share anything at this time. I'll let you know when it's ready though. Their real answer was something like...
Huh? Epic quest? Okay, here's a new epic quest for you. Go to mommy's room, open up her purse, grab her wallet, get out her credit card, and spend that shit until you have VIP 20 in Marvel Future Fight. That is the best epic quest I personally want to explore. So go do that, kids, okay? Thank you.
And finally, their last question that they answered was, will there be more heroic quests in the future? And they said, heroic quests where you can explore the story of characters with more depth is a good way to bring more content to the game. Of course, there will be more, so stay tuned for further updates. They really were trying to say...
Are we done here? No? There's one more question. Heroic quests? They want to know about heroic quests? Okay, here's what we're going to do. All those terrible characters you guys keep whining about in the forums, we're going to put them all in heroic quests for free. And then we're going to put some good characters in, but you're not going to be able to choose which one. There's going to be a wheel that you spin. That's right, Baby RNG is back. And based on your spin, you're going to get one of the predetermined characters, okay? And if you want to change it, you know what heroic quest you're going to need to do first? You're going to need to do the MasterCard heroic quest or the Visa heroic quest. And you're going to have to change that shit with real money in order to get what you want. Are you happy now?
So that wraps up the AMA. Marvel Future Fight said thank you at the end. I want to say thank you to CM Debris and all the people that continue to work on Marvel Future Fight, because I do love this game despite its flaws. And I do also want to point out the most important thing, which is, although I did take the time to mock and make fun of all of these questions, there's a more important underlying message, which is that while we as the community appreciate the attempt at communication and the attempt at, trying to bridge the gap between the people working on the game and the people enjoying the game, we also want to feel as though more care and more authenticity is being brought to the table when discussions are had. It's nice to engage the community, but when it feels inauthentic, it can fall short of the mark. So, there are a lot of companies that don't have any communication with their customers, with the gamers, which is not good. And then there are other companies that have a lot of communication and they really listen to their player base, and it's really a back and forth, which is hugely beneficial, not only for the players of the game, but also for the people who make the game and the company that's trying to make money. So I think I'm trying to say, if we can work on, if the Netmarble and the Marvel Future Fight devs can work on their communication and try to inject more authenticity into things like this, it will go a long way for the community from which I am a part of. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Subscribe if you enjoy the content and you want to support me. And of course, if you like what you see, I hope to see you again tomorrow. Take care.